We're there. Right, well, welcome to the weirdy live stream. Mad Trading, I'm your trader. Mad Trader Trading. Voice for radio and a face for silent film. No, the other way around. Face for radio and a voice for silent film. That's the one. Anyway, starting a little bit later than I would have liked. I'm just going to do a live stream. I won't be here all the time. I've got some stuff to do. I'm going to go and see some people. I'm going to grab some bits and bobs, but I've also got to try and make some kebab cash. So if you do join on and you're asking questions and I'm not answering, I'm not here, but I will answer as soon as I get back. If anyone joins on, doubt it. Anyway, currently looking at DAX Germany 40 on a 15-minute. The Canadian fraternity, let's call him Lone Tree. I know that you'll be watching at some stage, probably when you wake up. We'll have a look-see at some stuff that you'd mentioned the other day. I'm not a predictor. I don't predict the way the markets are going to go. I like to be strategic. I like to be statistically in a better place. So statistics tell me where to go, what to do, how to do it. And, you know, my strategy, the main point of all my strategies, even the automated ones, which are doing quite well at the minute, certainly on the natural gas. In fact, let's have a look at the natural gas one. Natural gas. Natural gas. Okay. Let's add that to Doobie. Yeah, we don't care about you being online. Especially the natural gas ones. It's a different. What's the word? It's a different. Different sets of rules really for natural gas, but anyway, let's pop down to the 5-minute and you better see what I'm talking about. There's a major shift down on the 5-minute, and that's a lot. That's from 3.425 to 3.148. Wonder what's going on there. Natural gas was predictable. I'm not going to predict it though, but natural gas was predictable. And we can have a look at that when I get back from doing my thing. Anyway, let's have a look at the DAX again. So, I'm just going to pop a couple of trades on, go off and do my thing and be back, hopefully in time for end of play. Just whilst we're here, we see we have a high on the stochastic on the solid line, but a mediocre price here. We make a lower lower portion, a lower low to this point on the stochastic, and then we have a shoot up on the old price. So we've got divergence here and here. On this point here, we have a symmetrical line, so it's a straight line and a partially lower high, but the price is continuing down. So to that end, we're going to get the good old extension. What's that in price? Let's have a look. See, where's my measure tool? I've been doing this for years and I still keep forgetting where the measure tool is. So that is 63 points. Let's go from the 80 to stop up there. Okay, let's put an order in. So 132.39, 132.39 with a stop of we drag it up there. 133.03, sounds good, and we're going to have the limit down at 1 to 1. 1 to 15-minute. Don't want to be too greedy. It's only 32 quid, so let's bang that up to 1.8. Is that about right? Nope, 1.6. No, 1.5. Yeah, that'll do. 1.5, and let's place the order. Bang. Right, so now I've placed the one for the DAX. Let's have a quick look at the Euro. Intraday, please. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing there. Euro pound. Yeah, not a lot happening there. I've got another minute or so to go before that gives up. That's not really showing me much, although it is high on the stochastic here. We've got a lower high, but we've also got high on the price and a lower high on the price. So it's not convergent. That's sorry, it's not divergent. That's convergent. That's showing us that the price still wants to. It might not. Right. All of this is statistics. As someone was moaning at me, was it last week when I had my mad chest infection? Anyway, yeah. No, not everything will happen as the charts tell me. Not everything will happen in the way that I say it probably will happen. But it happens like the way I suggest it might happen more often than not. And that's where the statistics comes in. And to get those statistics, you need to have back tested, you need to have live tested, you need to have forward tested on a demo account before you jump onto a live, and then start spending your cash, putting £100 down on each trade. If you can make £100 a day for 5 days, if you were to trade each day for 5 days, that's 500 a week, it's £2,000 a month, and it's tax free. Right? But if you're going to put £100 down on a trade and you do 5 trades and 2 of them lose, that's £200 you've lost, but the other 3 win, that's £600 win. £600 minus the £200 you've lost is £400 in a day. You do the math. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to touch that one for a while. And the next one I was going to look at was US 500, only because it come up to this resistance level I was talking about yesterday on a live stream. This being the 8 o'clock hourly candle, that is an engulfing candle, so I would have imagined that's going to pop down. We have a high over here, a low, or 3 low points actually, but then we have a higher high on the price. So that's divergent, stochastic, or the strength of the way it's going has been reducing. So the strength of the upward motion of the price has been reducing, and it pops down. That's a given. That's the way that divergence and convergence works. If you're doing the opposites. Now that price has made a higher high, and that's a third touch, I'm guessing that's going to go lower. So now that is, let's see what's happening on a 15-minute. Now that that's low, I might just put a small, because I've got to shoot off out 8:30. Yeah, I'm already a little bit late. Never mind. I'll never get there in time. Might put a small punt on now. Let's go sell. I'm going to put my stop above this high. So what's that? That is 14. Let's add 10 to that, and I want my stop down probably around here. Let's go for 2. Roughly 100 quid, no biggie. So and boom, let's sell it. Right, so I'm going to leave this one on actually and see what happens with this one, and I'll be back if anyone does join. I doubt anyone will, but if anyone does join and you've got any questions, stick them in the chat. As soon as I get back, I'll be able to see them and I'll answer as best I can. I can't put any music on or background music. I got challenged apparently by YouTube the last time I did it, even though it was music from YouTube. Apparently someone said it was their music and I shouldn't have been using all that good stuff. So I'm not going to put any music on. Excuse me for sniffing. I'm just going to leave it blank, so there won't be any noise until I start to talk, and you'll know I'm back because I'll be moving the mouse around and you better see that things are going on. So have a listen, have a watch, pick your nose, do something, and we'll see whether these trades these trades take off. Let's have a quick look. See, yeah, DAX is in. Cool. We'll have that one. What was the other one I had on? And that's it. And your CAD. No. The where is it? Where is it? Well, I've just done it. US 500. Thank you. US 500. So we know the DAX is in profit at the minute. That's fine. We're just going to wait for this to start to pop down. Right. Back in a bit. Bye bye. Love you. Okay, I'm back. That didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Anyway, let's see where we're at now. DAX. Yep, okay, that's fine. Don't mind. Was that 37 quid down? That's right. I would have expected that. It's been bouncing off the 200 3 times. I'm expecting it to come through the 200. Sorry, any moment. He says. So we'll leave that to go. What was the other one? The other one was the US 500, wasn't it, that we started? That's yeah, that's not bad. Probably it's down at some resistance here. But if it does break above here and continues on, that's fine. We were wrong. I was wrong. That's okay. It happens. And that's fine. No biggie. Just going to pour myself a nice big glass of golden syrup, and then I'll be back online. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. Right then. So, let's have a mooch. Oh yeah, what we do have to do, or I have to do, should I say, is turn down my headset. I don't want to hear myself. That's better. What I do need to do is update the engulfing strategy V3 log. So let's have a look on here. Histoire, CAD CHF lost, closed at 7334. So CAD CHF lost. Oh, I did it already. Nice one. So that's a loser. It's fine. It's what happens. We've still got EuroCAD long. Let's have a mooch. EuroCAD. Yep. All in the loss at the minute. EuroCAD. Here we go. No, that's AUDCAD. EuroCAD. EuroCAD long. Yep. So it might bounce about for a bit. I would have expected that to just do whatever the hell it wants. If we see we have a high on this stochastic and it's below, price was below the 200, so we discount that. We always look at the stochastics for confluence in the same direction as the 200. So for instance, let me get to one that makes sense. Right, so a high here, so it's below the 200. It's on the daily. We have a high here. That would have been a good trade, wouldn't it, on the 10th of March? High here, and we have a high on the stochastic. We have a lower price, and we have a lower stochastic. See how it's only just lower? It's still lower. Then we have another low, so we look at these as a wave. So that's a wave, comes down, pops up, that's one wave. Now we have another wave, comes down, pops up, that's another wave. Wave comes down, pops up, that's another wave. So on this wave, we have a lower price point and a lower stochastic. Then we have a higher point on price and a higher point on the stochastic. That's normal, that's fine. If it was a lower point on price and a higher stochastic, then price might be shooting on up or thinking about going up. It's not set in stone, doesn't always work like that, but that's how I look at it. So if we take a datum from this point here, we have an equal datum point, an equal high on the stochastic over here on the 10th of May, and a equal to just lower low on the price. It's only just there, it's only a few points. What's that? 66 to 83, so not even 10 points. Then we have a ever so slightly higher stochastic here on the 24th of May and an ever so slightly higher price point. See how it works? Then we have another wave and it comes up. So we have a high here and an ever so lower low, a lower high, sorry, on the stochastic here and a lower price point here. It's going to continue on down. That's how we work, or how I use the stochastic for confluence. Now, if we have a higher, two equal highs roughly here, and it's miles away. This is well after the move. The move started here for me. You know, there are lots of different ways of trading. Some of them are wrong, most of them are right. Every trading strategy you will ever think of and try will work at some stage. It will, as long as you leave it long enough. But this is how I do it. I'm not saying you have to do it this way. So my moves always start from the crossover. That's just how I've done it for so long. So that's the first move there, and this is extended down. This is far too far away from the 200, from this price point at 14,983 all the way down here to these double tops, these tweezer tops, these tops from the candles here at 13,270. That's miles away. So I probably wouldn't be taking a short based on these candles, but I would take a short based on engulfing candles, of which there's one here, might have taken me out, and where's the next one? Where's the next one? I can't see one. Nope, can't see another one. There's one here that would have definitely taken me out, but it's too far away from the 200. Anyway, we just play the candles as they present. So on this one here, we have a high stochastic, an equal high on stochastic, but price is going higher, a lot higher, not just a little bit higher, it's a lot higher. That tells me, or that shows me, statistics show me that it's on its way up. Then we have another high. It's higher than this high, and it's higher than this high on the stochastic. So we have an upward momentum on the stochastic. We also have an upward momentum on the price, because we've got a high here along with this high here, a higher price with this higher price or equal price, and we have a high here with this spike in the stochastic. It's going to continue on up. We then have a lower high or a lower point on the stochastic. It's not a high or low on stochastics. A lower point on the stochastic, an equal price. It's not a lower price. In fact, it's a little bit higher, but we can say it's equal, roughly. And then we have an ever so higher point on the stochastic here with a higher price. So statistics tell me, if we do the back test, we do the math, we work it all out, statistically speaking, it's going to continue on higher, but it's also broken the 9200. So on the if I were to do the EuroCAD, which I don't on the 5%ers or FTMO, if I were to do that on a daily, I'd be going for a long, and my stop sign would be down around here somewhere, the 13,300. Round numbers, love it. You know, you got to love round numbers. Excuse me. Drink it. Don't breathe it. So, if I were to be going long on a 9,200, I don't know where it's going to go. It might even fake out, might pop about for a bit, which it normally does. If we have a move, oh, look at all these I took. Excuse you. We have a move, 9,200 up. Then the next crossover might make a little bit, but then it'll cross and cross and cross and cross and cross, and it doesn't always make money the second and third time that it crosses in quick succession like this. This it did. You know, start the move there, move on down. That's a good old move. But from a 9,200, which is my main strategy, if I were doing this, which I don't on the EuroCAD, it would be long from this point here with a stop down at 13,300, and off we would go to low races. Let's have a look, see what the DAX is doing. Still going up. He was 500, still going up. No biggie. I don't know. You can't see it, I don't think. I can't see my screen anymore, but it's down to 61 quid. Well, there you go. It's on the demo stuff, isn't it? So £64 now. Loss, which is no biggie, no problem. Some days you get winners, some days you get losers. Whilst we're talking about winners and losers, let me just show you when I popped into the Telegram chat a while ago. So let me see, can I drag this down? Not sure I can actually. No, I'll have to bring it across here. Okay, so without showing anybody's information, so this is a live account from this year. This is my personal live account. It's not a funded account. This is my own personal account. And you do get losing months, as it turns out. You get losing weeks. There's, you know, in a profitable month, September, which it was very profitable, 25%. Of that, one of those weeks was about 11% down. It happens, and you got to get used to it. You got to deal with the fact that not every trade you put on will win. You got to deal with the fact that you have to have losses. You can't win every trade. Just can't do it. Anyway, so since the start of this year, January, it's still up 121%. And on one, you know, the first month, January, down 10%. Wow, what? 5 grand down, say what? And then 30% down in April. It doesn't mean 30% down for the account. It means it lost 30% of the total account. But it built up 24 and 26. So it built up over 50% in February, March. So you've got to deal with those, you know, losses. You've got to. Here's the run up and draw down from another account. Remember, I have two, well, not remember, I have two automated strategies. These are them. I don't touch them. I let them go. It's on Pro Real Time through IG. And the red is the drawdown. The red is, you know, the losses and how much drawdown has gone into. And at some stage, you know, in May, there was a 3 grand drawdown. No biggie. No biggie. Still won a few. And then it started to win again, drawdown, win again, drawdown, win again some more. Haven't had any drawdown since, well, not much anyway, since September. And here's the, I don't know why I did it the wrong way around. Here's the performance for the other account. So we have January and April are the losing months. Corresponds with January and April as the losing months. Let me stick that back up over there so I can see what's going on. where are we now? Yep. So what's the DAX doing? Yeah, it's come back down, but it's going to faff about. This might even come up and take me out, but that's fine. 15-minute candle. Let's see what the daily is looking like. It's doing. Yeah, daily's on its way down. Remember, we don't take a trade, or we don't enter a trade solely on the stochastic itself. We enter because of a reason, and there's on the MADtrading, or my MADtrading mantra, should I say, is you have to give trades time, yes, and there has to be a reason for entering the trade. Yes, you've got to have a strategy. There's got to be a reason for saying it's going to go long or saying it's going to go short, yes, but there's also a reason why you're doing this in the first place. If you're doing it to stop being bored, wrong thing to do. If you're doing it because you can't afford your mortgage payments and you think you can make 3 to 5 grand a month on 2 grand in a trading account, wrong thing to do. You can't do that. You can only play with money, and this is playing, it's gambling, that's why it's tax free. You can only play with money that you can afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose 2 grand, if you can't afford to lose 500 quid, if you can't afford to lose this trade, which is, what is this one? This is 96 quid, then you can't or shouldn't be playing. Don't play the game if you can't afford to lose it. So daily still looking bearish, which is down. 4 hourly is on its way down, but it's coming up to some resistance around here where this pin bar is, so it might pop back up again. Hourly is looking as though it's had a bit of a gap. It might pop up to fill that gap, which would take us out. That's fine, but it might also continue down. 15-minute for me is looking bearish, and this is not an amazing sign, because we have a price point here at this point of 13,293 with this point here on the stochastic. Now we already, before it even finishes in another 15 minutes, let's finish now, new candle printing, we have a higher point on the stochastic but a lower point on price, which does tend to mean it's going to continue on up. But unless there's a really solid reason why I should get out the trade, then I'm going to stay in the trade and see where it takes me. Whether I win or lose, it's no biggie. Statistics play a bigger and better part than my brain. Looking at the economic calendar, which I did yesterday, we got some news coming out at 10:30, so I'm not going to enter any trades, and I'll probably manage these trades that I'm in around about the 10:15 mark. Like I was saying yesterday, the Bank of England consumer credit for September, so the actual is 0.745 billion, and that was previous was 1.21 billion. The consensus was it should have been a little bit higher, but the forecast is for 1.2 billion. So it's on its way down, and the consumer credit basically means how much credit we in Britain can have, and that's a bad thing, because we need more people with better credit, with more credit, with the ability to get more loans, more credit. The more people that take out loans, the more people that have things on credit, which I don't agree with, but anyway, the more people that do have that, the better the economy will do, because it means that people can cheaply get money to go buy cars, to go buy boats, to go on holiday, to do up the house, whatever it is they want to do. Mortgage lending, this is definitely, I would have imagined, I don't predict anything, but I would have said this is going to be lower. People aren't getting mortgages at the minute for obvious reasons. There's lots of people going on strike. There's lots of people being paid less than what they should be in their eyes. For instance, there's a post office worker that I know, I won't mention him, part of the family. The post office workers, the post office union guys, I believe, they think they should be getting a lot more money than what they're actually on for what they're doing. Yes, automation has taken over and it's taken away, you know, several jobs, but there's jobs that automation can't do. For instance, currently there's no technology to have a robot or android come around and deliver my mail, so that's a person or a couple of people. They have to get to and from areas, so that's vehicles. If you've got vehicles, you need people to look after the vehicles, you need people to train the drivers, you need people to do the driving training for those lunatics. Oh, what's this? Consumer credit rose. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good. So yeah, so it's gone up. Okie dokie. Excuse me. Oh yeah, of course it has. Yeah, so because they're not getting paid a fair wage according to them, they've all gone on strike, and I think they're doing lots of days of strikes. There's a few extra days coming up. But because of that, and all the changes that are going on, if they're not being paid enough money or a fair wage according to them, they can't afford certain things. They can't afford to go out. They can't afford to pay for a higher mortgage, a worse mortgage rate. Mortgage rates are going up. The interest rates are going up. If they continue to go up and people can't pay their mortgages, they're going to be out of a house, or it's going to be, you know, the financial crisis again, and people's mortgages are going to have to be frozen, and it's just going to be a right mare and a right mess. So we need people to have the ability to borrow money, so we can get people to get mortgages. And it's got here the mortgage approvals was down, or their consensus is it's down. The forecast is for it to be up, and I don't understand that. Yeah, I don't understand that. If the mortgage approvals does go up, and it's only 950, so I don't know why the news is coming out now, but if the mortgage approvals is up, it means either lots and lots of people have quickly got in to get a mortgage at a set rate now before the banks increase the rates even further, or the banks again still don't understand the economic outlook for Britain, or they do and they're just trying to make even more money before it goes Pete Tong. I love black gold. Anyway, not bothered about the rest of it. America can go and shove itself. I'm not bothered about that stuff. But on here, the price is king. If we look at Wall Street, for instance, on the daily, this has come to a 4-pointer. Let me show you what I mean. 1, so that's the first point over there. 2, 3, and now we're looking at a 4-pointer. So if we were to place a line through here, 1, 2, 3, third touch, run away. If this is the fourth touch, it normally plays to around about 50% of this move. So if we were to put a retracement on from the low to the high, price might, statistically speaking, might come down to this 50% mark here, this 37.53. However, because of the news, that might have a positive or a negative impact, no idea. And it could break this line, continue up past these highs, or touch these highs and then fall over. Don't worry about the stochastic for entering price. I just use this for confluence for other aspects. For example, we have a high here, an equal high here, but with a high price, and then it fell over. Then we have a lower high on the stochastic with a lower price point, which normally means it's going to fall over, but it didn't. Well, it did a little bit, but it didn't even make these lows down here, or just about. and then it made a low and popped up. So now it's anyone's guess. And if you were to, rack your brains thinking, yeah, but this is going to happen, that's going to happen, don't even bother. Don't even think about it. On a daily, for the engulfing candle strategy that I've given away for free, I'm giving it away. It's mine. I made it. There may be aspects from stuff that I've learnt or spoken about, thought about, dabbled in over the past 9 years. But I made it. It's mine. But you can have it because it's profitable over the long term, as you've seen. We only enter a trade to go short on the daily when price is below the 200 and a red engulfing candle appears. Now that the 9 is touching the 200, it will probably faff about for a bit, then decide whether it's going to shoot down or pop back up again. And it makes no difference. We only trade, or I will be trading, the engulfing candle on the daily now long. Doesn't really matter what this says. Anywho, let's get off that. DAX. Yeah, it's probably going to pop up and take us out. It happens. It happens. No biggie. And yes, 500. Yeah, that's just faffing around. It's met some resistance there. It needs to pop through. I would have imagined. Let me. Boom. 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 Because I'm on the 15-minute. 1 hour. 15-minute. Here we go. Because I've not done it there, have I? No, let me get rid of. Go away. You're annoying me. You're annoying me. And get to the hourly. Standby caller. Let me get rid of that. Right, so go to the 15-minute. So that one, extension from. Why did I? Oh, I didn't do it off for fib, did I? I did it live anyway. So let's go with that to. What an idiot! Keep doing that. I've been doing it for so long. It's not even funny. There to there and back again. Boomity boom. 261. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was right. So 261. That's close enough. I doubt that it will. I doubt that it will breach this. If it does, then I've given it some wiggle room. Anyway, but either way, we'll see what happens. See where it gets to. Right, I'm going to go dark again. If you have got any questions, just stick it onto the YouTube chat, and I'll try and answer as best I can. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this to stream on. I'm going to look at some of the bits and bobs. Just checking my other accounts over here. I'm not going to show you my live accounts. That would be mental of me. So you'll see me flitting between this screen and then my cursor going off to the right or off to the left and up and down. I've got 4 screens, so I've got Trading View open with one account and my MT4 open on the other account with the trade copy software running on there. So whatever trades I take on my MT4 get copied over onto both of the funded accounts. And my Trading View, which what this is, account is basically me looking at things on a bigger chart and then I'm placing it live on my phone or iPad. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it for a bit. Whether we win or lose, no biggie. Certainly not on this account anyway. On other accounts it might be an issue, but on here it's not. But because it's more, this is how I do it rather than please do it this way. I'm not teaching anybody how to trade. I'm just showing people what I do. If anything clicks with you, for instance, if I've said, oh, look at that, we've got a low point, or we've got a point on the stochastic that's here, and we've got this price here, and now we've got a higher point on the stochastic and the price is lower, and I've said, well, it normally means, you know, with this low and that higher low, that price is going to continue on up. It might take us out. If that actually works out to be true, that's statistics. I don't know that. I just know that statistically speaking, that's what has happened in the past. This pin bar would have been a good one if we weren't in a excuse me, if we weren't in a daily area of bullishness, ups, down. We've also got hourly issues. So we've got this spike up, gap down. We might fill it and then fall over. Yes, but for now, if we're looking at what to do on pin bars on a 15-minute, now it's looking as though it might continue down, which is why I'm in the 15-minute short. So I wouldn't have traded this pin bar now. I would have traded it if there was nothing, if there was no other, if everything else was pointing long. So for instance on the 4 hourly, if we were down here, if the stochastic was down here, that would show that it's, you know, it's getting ready to get some more momentum up. Or on the daily, if the stochastic was below this 80 point, this 80 line, then yeah, we would be getting ready to go long. It still might go long. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying statistics that are burned into my mind tell me, you know, the probable outcome or probable direction. But because I'm going to be looking at this on my phone, I've got some stuff to do in the garage. I have another little business that I run as well, so I've got some stuff to do down in the garage. I've also got to make a few phone calls, so whilst I'm faffing about, I'll have this open on the phone. Maybe I'll take the laptop down with me as well, so I'll be watching this myself. So I'll leave this on the screen. If anyone does join, which I doubt they will, stick some questions down. I'll answer as best I can when I get back. And if anyone's on the Telegram, let me move that down to the bottom so I can see. Yep. If anyone's on the Telegram and you have got some questions, stick it on there. I've got Discord open as well. I'll only see that when I get back upstairs. It's only on my what's it called? PC, not on my phone. I've got Google Docs open on the other screen, so if any other way you want to send me a message, just give me a shout and I'll answer as best I can. Be good, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay, soft and squishy lunatics. I've got to turn the stream off for probably half an hour to an hour. Take a mental picture of this. Probably will whip us out, but hey, never mind. I've got some software that I need to download and install, but it's on the live account for the MT4, so I need to stop the stream, download that, reinstall it, and then restart the machine. So I shall be back as and when time permits. I'm still on what's it called? What is that called? Telegram and Discord. So if you wanted to send me a message, ask a question, please do. I shall be back shortly. Have a good